Ever feel like you're living someone else's life script? Like there's this whole other, just itching to break free.
The age-old quest for self-discovery.
Right.
A journey that's both deeply personal and surprisingly universal.
Exactly. And since you seem drawn to themes of personal growth and pushing boundaries, I think you're really going to connect with this deep dive.
Ooh, exciting.
We're cracking open the Beyond the Borders trilogy by LucieArt.
Interesting choice. Art's background as a spiritual life coach and yoga instructor definitely adds another layer to this.
Definitely.
It's like she's not just writing about transformation, she's living it.
Right, and that authenticity shines through in her characters. It's all about this woman, Lena, who's grappling with societal expectations that feel, well, kind of suffocating. Picture this. A childhood steeped in tradition, where every move is dictated by what's always been done. You can find the whole trilogy on Amazon if you want to follow along. Kindle, hardcover, paperback, you name it.
Oh, cool. It's that universal feeling of being boxed in, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
your path is predetermined and you're yearning for something more, something authentically you. I'm eager to see how Art tackles this tension in the first book, Childhood and Tradition. And she doesn't just dip her toes outside the box.
No.
Lena takes the plunge.
Oh, for sure. Book 2, Escape, New Beginning, is where things get really juicy. She makes this bold move to a new country, like a complete 180 from everything she's ever known.
Classic Beyond the Borders move, right?
Yeah.
But it's more than just geography. It's about shedding old identities, confronting the unknown, maybe even surprising yourself in the process.
Yes. The book really captures that cocktail of emotions, the exhilaration of starting fresh, the inevitable culture shock, even those little moments where you're like, wait, how do I even, in a whole new language? I bet anyone who's navigated a new culture will be nodding along to this part.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating is how art weaves in the internal journey alongside the external one. It's not just about adjusting to a new place. It's about Lena confronting those ingrained beliefs, those internal borders she's built up over a lifetime.
Totally. And here's where I think it gets even more interesting. By book 3, Fulfillment and Influence, Lena doesn't just find her place. She ends up starting an organization to help immigrant women find their own paths.
Now that's what I'm talking about. It's one thing to break free for yourself, but to then turn around and empower others to do the same. Talk about turning personal transformation into a ripple effect.
It's like she graduates from finding her voice to amplifying others, which is so powerful. You know, it reminds me of that quote, I think it was Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. This book really embodies that.
Yeah, I love that connection. And it speaks to a key takeaway from this whole Beyond the Borders journey. It's not just about crossing lines on a map or breaking free from societal norms. It's about tapping into that wellspring of potential within ourselves.
It really is. And that potential can manifest in so many ways, right? Like maybe for one of our listeners, Beyond the Borders means finally launching that side hustle they've been dreaming about. Or maybe it's about having a tough conversation they've been avoiding.
Absolutely. It's about identifying those self-imposed limitations, those internal borders we often don't even realize we've built,
Yeah.
and daring to ask, what if I stepped outside of this box? What could I achieve then?
So as we wrap up our deep dive into LucieArt's Beyond the Borders trilogy, here's a little something for you to ponder. What borders are holding you back? What would it look like to break free and embrace that limitless potential? Maybe Lena's story is the nudge you need to start writing your own chapter.